Okay, I'm going to try to start this channel just to have something to do. I'm going to type some little small spinner baits. I throw them over in the river mostly. I got to go this weekend. It worked pretty good. I had it tied in a buzz bait, but I'm going to make up some spinner baits just to try those, a little bit more under the water. And I come up with this cover last week, and it seemed to work pretty good. So let's get to it. This is what I call my frog. Just basic. This is an 1/8 ounce head. This is my first video, so it might be a little crappy. Hopefully we'll get better. I've changed glues. I use crazy glue all the time. And I've got this other glue. And I bought the Gorilla Glue, super glue, and right now I'm not liking it. It's a little thicker. The other glue is thinner. It goes in your thread easier, soaks into it, dries faster. But I'll try it once. I call this my bleeding frog. I put a little bit of red. This is the frog hair underneath, just to give it a little bit of color. Seems to work pretty good. I just used a little bit of the red. And this glue seems don't dry as fast. And I try to put the red on the bottom. To where they can see the red. You just gotta work it around. It's tedious. but if you take your time, you'll get there. Having big fat fingers don't help, man. I'm not happy with that. That looks a little better. And the more that you put your wrap towards the head, the more it's going to umbrella out. Me, I like to leave it back just a little bit. Put you a no knot in there. And I'm no professional fly tire or lure maker by no means. I like to make my own lures, use my own lures. You just get more satisfaction out of it. Go back to the crazy glue. After you get it all tied up, I usually turn it around. Let your glue dry pretty good. If you don't, when you get it on the rubber, your rubber's going to want to stick to it, and then it just makes a mess. And it makes your rubber hard down there, and you don't have as much action. And this right here is tedious work too, this little frog hair. It's fine stuff. You gotta pull the ends of it. Finally you'll get it to pull apart. I like it real fine. Some people may not like it real fine. But for what I do with it, it works good. I throw this over in the French Broad. I haven't thrown the spinner bait, but I have thrown the buzz bait. The buzz bait, it produced pretty good. I think this is August. So, and I tried the same thing on a larger buzz bait, the next size up, and they didn't like it as well. I don't know if it's the noise or it was too deep, but this these small ones, it makes just enough noise. And when you're flicking that, you might break the end off of it, but it's alright. Just keep working your way around till you get it all broke loose. And you can tell some of them, they're a little wide, and you'll have to go back and just keep pulling it apart. It'll come on apart eventually. A lot of times if you pull it out and stretch it, it'll come apart. I'm from Tennessee. I'm just an old redneck. Lived here my whole life. And I can do most things if I think about it. But you just keep breaking these down. And it'll start to have color to it like a frog. Like I said, it's tedious. And I'll keep breaking them on down until I get them all out flat. But you can get the gist of it. That's a good color. Or it is for me anyways. Now since we got that, I'll go back in here, put me a bend in the end. And I always try to bend it just a little bit past. And I'm using these little blades, little Carolina blades, or Colorado blades. And I always put, you've got one that's the big barrel, and then you've got the end that goes up in it. I always put my blade on the end that goes up in it. That might be the correct way, that might not. Whatever's your preference. I'm sure that you're not going to go to jail for putting the swivel on the wrong way. Once I get it on there, I'll put it on the wire and I'll pull this back over underneath it, straighten it all up, and most of the time I'll trim all this loose right here. I'll trim it up a little bit. My knife is haven't been to the store to get any blades, so, but I'm sure the fish ain't going to worry about if you trimmed this up or not, but it just looks better to me. Makes it look a little better. But there you go. That's my bleeding frog. I'm Pickel the Redneck Fisherman. Thank you for watching.